Hello viewers, it's been a while since I did a video. I think I did one at Christmas was the last one. So I've been wiping down the cage about every other week, but I decided to do a steam clean this week. So it was a more thorough cleaning needed to be done. So I would love to do a little demo, but I don't know how to do editing. So it's really hard for me to do parts of videos and then edit them together seamlessly. So I did not video any of the steam cleaning. But anyway, this is a current setup. It doesn't really have a title or a theme specifically. There's Ollie and Skadoosh. I just put them in so they're snacking some kibbles out of their little snowman. Since I'm at the bottom door, I'll just go ahead and start here. I still have a mess on the floor to clean up and some things to put away, but for starters, this is where our lower level water source goes. It's like a feeder cup, and I got one to keep water in, and I use one for their nectar. There's a mesh cube I made, and I can stuff it with fleece. Sometimes I stuff it full with the fringy vines since they don't really climb on those. And sometimes I just put some blankets and fleece pieces in. But this time I put a little square in there and I attached it to the back. So and kind of poked it out. So it should give them a little bit of cushion on the bottom. They don't really hang out in there too much. But I have hope that they'll start using it eventually. So there it is. I went ahead and of course this will be their lower level feeding station. So a bowl of fruit and veggies will go down there. And I added a little hammock. Even though I have this shelf with the bridge here, I wanted to put a little extra cover for where their food goes. Up a little further, we have our Noah's Ark in. That was steam cleaned also. And a little hanging froggy toy. Let me move up. Usually I start at the top of the cage and work my way down, but this time I'm doing it the opposite way. Okay, so from the Noah's Ark, you can see I have this little oval plastic platter I sit it on. It kind of gives them a little surface to, I don't know if you can see, I'll try to get it in there, to climb on and out because it's on the narrow shelf instead of the floor. Sometimes I like to put their floor toys midway on a shelf instead of on the floor just to make it different. Then I have the shelf I usually keep up here for their upper feeding station. Their nectar will go right there. The water silo is there. That's their upper water source that I've always had in here. Well, since I started using silos. This will be their upper feeding station for fruits and vegetables in its normal spot. I did not move the wheel. That's been in. I took it out and I steam cleaned that as well. And they have a perch outside their pouch. Another little hanging toy with the frog. He's been in other videos. Mostly for swinging, but climbing on. And then of course I went ahead and I put the hammock up here. I do not have a pouch to match this set, so I know this kind of clashes a little bit. But I'm just kind of trying to make it cheery and colorful because it's been kind of dreary winter weather. But this pretty much sums up our non-theme cage setup. It's not, a whole lot different, but I did, change some things around and move some things around so you can kind of see some things you might not have seen in the cage. But basically, it's on there. Who's that? Now, is that Ollie Boy? I think Ollie Boy is heading up to the... There, just might as well get a little shot of him. And who's that in the... Oh, look, somebody's in the Noah's Ark. Let's go down and see who that is. I think that's Ollie. He might be going to the pouch there. And there it's Skadoosh. That would be Skadoosh in her Noah's Ark. She loves the Ark. Well, they all did, but she seems to really enjoy climbing in there and hanging out in there. And she's a cage climber. She does like to move around the cage walls. Lulu did as well. Where Ollie he'll hop more which is why I kind of set up these things the way I have them, so he can kind of hop around, jumping from accessory to accessory, platform to platform, and kind of likes to climb up the actual accessories and furnishings in the cage. There's Skadoosh, and she's going to go to the back wall. Maybe not. But I'm going to take this light off of her. This is a constant light, and I'm sure she's not a big fan of it. But there's a little peep of them in their nice, freshly cleaned cage. Thank you for watching.